Top 5 Reasons Logan is Totally Overrated. Oh, wow. Wolverine fights an evil version of himself. Again, why can't writers think of a good bad guy for Wolverine to fight? For X2, everyone's favorite diminutive Canadian fought Lady Deathstrike, basically a female Japanese variant of Wolverine. In X-Men Origins, Wolverine, Logan fought pretty much every member of the Weapon X program, like Sabertooth and the stupidest possible iteration of Deadpool, who were also essentially bad guy versions of Wolverine. They even had claws. Make no mistake, the Weapon X program is a big part of Logan's backstory. But there are plenty of more interesting villains for Logan to face. The choice of having Wolverine battle himself, spoiler alert, he literally has to fight a young version of himself wearing a black t-shirt, works thematically, but audiences have seen it before. How many times do we need to watch Patrick Stewart die? Professor Xavier's death in Logan feels like a bit of a mulligan on the lackluster death that he suffered in X3, The Last Stand, probably the worst date movie ever, for what it's worth. While his death serves an important narrative function within the story of Logan, and it provides the film's one WTF moment, it's hard not to think about the scene in the context of Patrick Stewart believing that he should be sent off in a more appropriate way. Let's hope that Professor X stays dead until someone new picks up the mantle. This might have just been a set-up for an X-Babies movie. The end of Logan culminates in a brutal fight between Wolverine, his angst-type clone, an evil government, and a bunch of kids with superpowers who escape to Canada after burying the film's hero. It's the only ending that this movie can have. Anything else would have felt like Mangold balked at his brutal vision. But what if the entire thing was a trick? Does the end of the film seem like a backdoor pilot for a new series of the teenage X-Men movies that follow the Weapon X babies on their trip through the Great White North? It seems so soul-sucking and cash-grabbing that it's definitely going to come true. This is why we can't have nice things one last time. Until the next time. The tagline that was jammed down our throats midway through the media cycle for Logan was "one last time," meaning that it was the last time Hugh Jackman would be playing the character he's given life to for 17 years. But why make that the selling point? Telling people that they need to see Logan because Hugh Jackman won't be playing him anymore cheapens any of the good reasons to actually see the movie. Hopefully more franchises don't follow suit. Language. When it was announced that Hugh Jackman took a big pay cut to make sure that Logan would have an R rating, Jackman and the film's director, James Mangold, said that they wanted to make sure that the film was as violent as it needed to be. But it seems like the gang thought that the R rating meant that they were able to say FCK as much as they wanted. Cursing is fun, but those F-king words lose their power when characters say them in every other F-king sentence. At their worst, some of the scenes seem like they were written by a 12-year-old who just watched the first half Reservoir Dogs. Thankfully there are multiple scenes that pass with almost no F-king dialogue.